Are you ready?
To find solutions.
Ready.
For new opportunity.
Ready.
To take charge of the future. St. Joseph's College in Brooklyn offers a safe, flexible, and affordable education so you can be ready for what's next. And we make it easy to transfer, so you can stay on course to complete your degree. Attend an upcoming virtual transfer and adult enrollment day to see how. Register at sjcny.edu/BK transfer events.
Are you ready?
St. Joseph's College.
Ready?
Set.
Joe's.
New Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with a medium extra charged coffee from Dunkin' for $2 with 20% more caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.
Thank you for downloading Sporgy for free on iTunes or from ChristopherMedia.net. Please make sure to rate Sporgy 5 stars on iTunes and help to tell others about Sporgy by leaving a comment. Thank you for following Sporgy on Twitter at Sporgy Podcast and on Instagram at Sporgy_podcast. Please follow Sporgy on Facebook to like and share Sporgy. You can also email the show. The address is sporgy@ChristopherMedia.net. If you would like to donate to Sporgy, you can click on the PayPal button at ChristopherMedia.net. If you use Amazon.com, please click and bookmark the Amazon link at ChristopherMedia.net. It will not cost you any extra money, and you will help to support Sporgy. If you are looking to launch your own website, please click through the HostGator banner at ChristopherMedia.net. Christopher Media uses HostGator to host all of the shows produced by the Christopher Media Network. When you click through the HostGator banner at ChristopherMedia.net and sign up for HostGator, you're helping to support Sporgy. We know that choosing the perfect gift for a man is a difficult task, but not anymore. TheBroBasket.com is here to help. We all know men are hard to shop for, but what do guys actually like? Their favorite alcohol, that's what. It could be craft beer, wine, whiskey, scotch, or tequila. TheBroBasket.com will put it in a gift basket full of their favorite gear and goodies. You can customize your own Bro Basket or choose from a variety of different Bro Baskets, like the Ultimate Import Sampler, the Jack and Coke gift set, or the Junior Executive gift basket. Boozeless, but still cool, Bro Baskets are also available. TheBroBasket.com gives you many shipping options to choose from, including rush delivery and Saturdays. 21 and over, please. State and local laws apply. Beer, wine, and liquor are not available for shipping in all states. You can help to support Christopher Media by clicking through the TheBroBasket.com banner at ChristopherMedia.net. Men used to be hard to shop for. TheBroBasket.com.
Christopher Media. Let's make some noise. Welcome to Sporgy, the show that gives you half-ass sports fans giving their half-ass opinions. Now, here are your hosts, Chris and Rich.
Oh, yeah. Better late than never. Number 13. I'm Chris.
Number 13. I'm Rich.
13. And then Lance Parrish.
Yeah.
Why the fuck I remember that, but I do.
Pavel Datsyuk.
Oh, yeah.
I always felt like someone who should have been number 13 but never was Miroslav Shatan. Because, one, his last name was spelled Satan, but pronounced Shatan. And two, the dude looked like a little evil fuck. He played for Buffalo when I lived out in New York. But he always wore 81. And I'm like, what is that? Can't we get like a 66? A 13? Like,
00?
Because, 13 obviously being bad luck. I guess there's, I don't know. I guess there's certain athletes that won't wear it. I don't know. Obviously, if you want it, it's probably pretty easy to get on a team. Except for maybe football.
That dumb shit in hotels where the 13th floor doesn't exist. It's like, no, it still does. If you count up from the bottom and start at 1, you will have floor 13. You just don't label it floor 13.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I always thought that was funny, too. They still do that in, like, the more modern, like, recently built hotels?
Yeah, I've seen them.
Really?
It's like, come on, we're still doing this.
Because, I know I've been in a bunch of older ones, and, yeah, it's that way, but...
People like that would not survive around my house. There's a black cat crossing your path at every opportune time.
And the most evil thing about it is it'll be like, pet me. Now I want to bite you.
Yeah.
That's about it.
13 was a good album by Blur. We're getting off track. Okay, so, the sports. Well,
yes,
football is started. It's the rumblings are there. I mean, I have a fantasy football draft this Saturday, so that means it's close. And you said you checked out some preseason action this week?
Yeah, I got a chance to watch Tampa Bay and Philly. And, okay, fair warning, Tampa Bay fans, so I'm going to do a little bit of bitching. They ended up losing. But here's the thing. Okay, if you take a kicker with your second pick in the second round.
What?
All right, this motherfucker better be the second coming of Jason Hansen. And Morton Anderson rolled into one. This motherfucker missed his first extra point chance. I'm like, how? I'm like, how the fuck? Okay, granted, let's just say maybe it's the nerves. I don't know. Maybe he it was my first professional game and blah, blah, blah. But still, dude, on an extra point, it's not even like he was going for like a 50-yarder.
This will be the majority of your playtime for your career, shall you make it.
So, yeah.
And it wasn't even like the pressure's on yet. This is game number 1 of preseason. This is like practice with people watching.
Yeah. I can't defend him. I mean, I love my Bucks, but I'm like, I don't get it.
Well, that's not to be defended.
I mean, it's just like when Revenge of the Sith come out. Like Kevin Smith says, I love me some Star Wars, but I can't defend Darth Vader going, no!
That was so lame. No!
I can't defend this blown kick, man. And I mean, I don't even know if notice I didn't talk a lot of shit around the time of the draft about Tampa's picks because I was like, how are you going to take a kicker with your second pick? I don't understand this. Like, that's a joke when you talk. I don't play fantasy football, never have. That's a joke that you talk about with newbies when they play fantasy football.
Yeah, take a first pick. Yeah, take a kicker.
But this is a professional fucking sports team. But anyways,
I believe wasn't the last kicker to go in the first round Gostkowski, New England's guy? Or no, it's Janikowski, Oakland's guy, wasn't it?
God, he's been there forever, dude.
Some Polak went in the first round that could kick a ball. It was one of them.
Well, pretty much for Tampa, that was the exciting thing. I mean, the other thing is Winston played a little bit more than people expected him to. And he
was a good waiver wire pickup at the end of the season. He won me a couple games.
He's looking to continue having a solid second season building from his first one. So I'm happy for that. I don't know. The guy, he just seems like such a douchebag, and it's like, really, my team had to pick him. Like, they couldn't have picked somebody else. But
there's a crab meat rider in his contract.
I don't know. It's preseason. We all remember the year when the Lions went 4-0 in preseason.
The undefeated preseason.
And 0-16 in the regular season. So, preseason, it's just, it is what it is. It's preseason. The poor Eagles, though, oh boy. Their golden boy that they picked up, Carson Wentz, yeah, they put him in the second half. And he looked good for a minute, and then he threw an interception, and now he's hurt.
Oh! And Nick Foles, nowhere to be found, right?
No. And Bradford, I think Bradford played 1 or 2 series, if I'm remembering correctly.
Oh, they still got Bradford, though?
Yeah. And then Chase Daniel played most of the first half. And with less than 2, basically they put in Wentz for a 2-minute drill right before the half. But yeah, it's funny because I was watching the Philadelphia broadcast, and of course it's preseason. They don't even, it's very rarely in preseason unless it's on NFL Network or ESPN that you're going to get a non-biased announcer, a crew in the booth.
Well, you watch the Eagles? You watch the Eagles home announcers?
Yeah.
Did you see a grown man say? Did you see a grown man say "fuck" on national or on live television? Or
no, I must have missed that. Why?
Well, no, I'm just saying. Wentz getting injured. Well,
yeah,
shit.
Yeah, I'm thinking. What is it? Major League. Oh shit! Here we go.
Yeah.
You can't say shit on radio. No one's listening anyways. But it was funny because, they're trying to spin it, but a little of the more opinionated sports people from Philly were like, well, at least we get that high draft pick in 2017. I mean, it's like they're already calling it a season. So.
Damn.
Wow.
Game 1 of preseason, they are already calling it. That is Lion-esque.
I was going to say, so if you are a Lions fan, if you are a Jacksonville Jaguars fan, be happy that you still have hope after the first preseason game.
Because you could be an Eagles fan.
Yes, sir. Oh, shit. And then, did you catch any preseason football?
No, I got the updates on my phone. I know, one of the first things that happened in the game was Stafford got picked.
Outstanding.
Yeah, but Lions ended up winning 30-17, but it's preseason. Oh, my new favorite meme for the season is going to be that sure we've all seen it by now, the Jim Caldwell lionized photo. That's going to be my new for anything that happens this year.
We should probably put that up on social media so people get an idea what we're talking about.
I'll post it on at Sporgy _podcast on Instagram. I'll do it right meow because that's how the internet works.
Well, I was a bad football fan. I honestly, like I said, the one I really watched was my Bucks and the Eagles, and the one that I kind of sort of watched was the Lions, and that was more of I was in and out while it was on the TV. So yeah, all I know is that I did see earlier today ESPN released their power rankings for the preseason. Want to take a wild guess where Detroit comes in?
I'm gonna give them a little more credit than everyone else and say middle of the pack.
27th.
So the bottom.
Yeah. At the very bottom, you got the 49ers, the Browns, Titans, the Rams, which at least we'll be talking about a little bit this preseason with Hard Knocks being focused on the Rams this year. But once again, the only reason we'll be talking about them is because they're on Hard Knocks. Chargers, and then the Lions, and then Sue's Dolphins.
Yeah.
And then the Eagles that we just talked about. So, I mean, okay, here's what they say. The Eagles are off to a rough start. Number 2 overall pick, Carson Wentz, suffered broken ribs in the Eagles' first preseason game. It's a good thing the Eagles re-signed Bradford and signed career backup Chase Daniel for a combined $34 million guaranteed this offseason. So, Eagles, their own fans are saying the season's over with, and yet ESPN has them rated higher than the Lions. And I guarantee you, Lions fans are more positive about the upcoming season than Eagles fans at this point. So what's that?
Lord, I'm not. Oh, it's going to be first year without Calvin. Marvin Jones is not Calvin Johnson. Anquan Bolden is not Calvin Johnson. Golden Tate is not Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson injured's better than all three of those guys on their greatest days.
Yeah, and unfortunately I never did get to see the E60 in its entirety and why he chose to retire. I know that he did say his health was an issue and that he had actually had more concussions than the team was willing to admit he'd had. And, of course, his hands were another one. He was talking about how, with just a little pressure on a couple of his fingers, he could make him look like some, modern art masterpiece. So
that's fucked up.
I didn't get the whole interview from start to finish, but it does sound like he was like, look, I made my money. I did what I wanted to do in the game, and it was mostly my health. I did pick up a little undercurrent of, well, who was I playing for? Who did I have a contract with? There was no reason to put my health on the line. That type of thing. So,
well, I mean,
I believe he was
like he's wearing a Patriots uniform.
I believe he was flat out asked if he's coming back, and he said no, he's done. No, I mean, what does that mean? That just means that at that moment, we don't know the man personally. I don't.
You're telling me if fucking Randy Kraft don't make with the long money, you're not gonna think about it?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. So,
hey, I'll have Tom Brady to throw to you. You want to play football? Yeah, I want to play football.
Yeah. Hey, you ever heard of Randy Moss? You ever heard of the career year he had? His first year with Brady. All that. Oh well, it's going to take quarterback and wide receiver a couple seasons to get some chemistry between them. Yeah. Okay.
Fuck no. Tom Brady has made stars out of people who have no reason being stars. Case in point, Julian Edelman.
Exactly.
Another one, Wes Welker. Yeah, everyone thought Wes Welker was the shit till he went to another team. And yeah, you had Peyton Manning throwing to him, but I mean, Peyton Manning is no Tom Brady. I mean, he's not. Peyton Manning is one of the greats, but I mean, Brady is setting himself up to be like the greatest.
The argument can be made, yes. And
I am a Brady, or I used to be a Brady hater, but we, in another Sporgy, I forget what episode at this point, we talked about it. At some point, you can't argue with the results.
No, you can't, and that's how I feel.
I hate on him all he wants, but man's got hardware. Man can walk. Man can slap you 5 wearing a Super Bowl ring on each one of those fingers.
My problem is more of with their with their fans. That's my problem. But then again, I know that if you are my age and older, and you're a hardcore, and you're not from Boston or New England, and you're a hardcore fucking Patriots fan, you know goddamn well in the early '90s, your ass was wearing a Dallas Cowboys jersey. And that was who your fucking favorite football team was. So, suck my ass. That's why I got a problem with the fucking fans, because they're
when I was in middle school, the Pats were laughingstock.
Exactly. Even though they went to the Super Bowl in '85, of course they went against the '85 Bears. Even though they went to the Super Bowl in the '90s, of course they went against Brett Favre. So, and the Packers. I mean,
man, back in the Pats would show up on our schedule in middle school. We'd be like, "Hey, we got a W." Now we look at it and be like, hey, they got a W.
Hey, this is going to be one of them games we might be able to turn off halfway through and go check out the game on CBS.
Yeah. This will be a good game to get rocked to.
Yeah. But as far as the rest of the power rankings, I'll just give you from the top down. Because I just thought it was funny to cover from, like, the bottom up. And, the Lions at 27 is kind of shocking, honestly.
That's you've never won a playoff game. That's what that is.
That's not Herm Edwards. That's Tony Dungy going on national TV and introducing the rest of the football fans in the country to a term that we've heard for years and years, and that's same old Lions. Mm-hmm. That's SOL.
We need to start championing lionized. That's a favorite of mine.
Well, that came from, as far as I know, a local sports talk station, and they're assholes over there. So if it actually catches on for some ungodly reason through us, they're going to be pissed.
Yeah, well,
we're gonna have a certain Guido-ish motherfucker who went to Michigan State throwing bunch of shade our
big
way.
Green smoke machine.
Yeah. Well, at number one in the power rankings, you got Seattle.
Really, they're number one.
Yeah.
So, even with no beast mode.
Yep. This is the 4th straight season the Seahawks have opened it as a top team with good reason. The defense has allowed the fewest points in each of the past 4 seasons. So
my new adopted home team.
Yeah, exactly. Number 2 is the Cardinals. It's just
Arizona.
Yeah, if something
not St. Louis, we're still in football.
It's just very strange for when I started watching pro football in like the mid '90s self to think that here we are in the mid 2010s and 1 and 2 in the power rankings is the Seahawks and the Cardinals.
Yeah,
it's like what the fuck.
Yeah. When we were growing up, those were 2 shit teams.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And in 3, you got the Patriots. Pretty much.
The biggest name you heard out of Seattle until Marshawn Lynch was Steve Largent.
Yeah. And I think the biggest name you ever heard out of Arizona was that one season that they made the playoffs in the 90s. Was it 98? And they had Jake Plummer. And then, of course, for all the wrong reasons, you heard his name. And that's, Pat Tillman. There we go. I drew a blank for a second.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So, but, all right, so behind the Cardinals, you got Patriots, no surprise. Packers, no surprise. Panthers at number 5, which I've been hearing, reading. I'm starting to find out I don't read a lot of the 4-Letter Network or Fox Sports News. I kind of read off the beaten path about sports news and more independent. Kind of the same way I do with a lot of news I read in just, straight news, like political stuff, whatever. And I'm hearing a lot of rumblings that there's a lot of talk that Cam Newton's going to have a serious hangover from his fucking season last year. And he's just...
for what goes up must come down?
Yeah, he's got it. He's got himself pumped up way too much.
One thing, I gotta wonder too is, I wouldn't know this because we're not in Carolina. We don't follow Carolina things. Was there a contract exodus from people? Because every time a team makes the Super Bowl, there's Golden Tate, perfect example here in Detroit, even makes the Super Bowl, goes to the Super Bowl. You get a lot of guys that, oh, hey, I can parlay this into more money next season somewhere else. I wonder if they've had maybe that kind of exodus. Because, their defense was the defense last year. So, and to have been in the Super Bowl, now you're down at number 5, it makes me wonder if they've lost a few pieces of the puzzle they had last year.
ESPN, their comment on it is they have a tough act to follow after they won 15 games last season. But no team in NFL history has ever followed a 15-win season with anything less than a 10-win season. Which to me almost sounds like they're throwing that on the table for you to think about just in case they do. Almost like a passive-aggressive little comment. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. That's just the way I'm reading into it.
Was that a duel? Was that a challenge?
Yeah, kind of. You're going to be the first team in NFL history not to follow up a 15-win season with a 10-win season at the very least? And then rounding out the top 10, you got Pittsburgh at 6, Bengals at 7, Broncos at 8, Chiefs at 9. And this one, I'm kind of shocked by it. The Vikings at 10.
I want to ask this. What is it about Kansas City that everybody always loves? Because they always get so much love, and then they always end up being so mediocre. Is it just heritage there, or what? They were an AFC team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why do the writers always every year have a boner for Kansas City, and they always just end up being?
Well, I know that over the years, having watched different sports programs where they count down the biggest home field advantages and shit like that, Kansas City's always up there. They say it's a rough place to play at, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know, man. I don't know. Now that you say it, they really do they get a lot more love than, and a lot more coverage nationally than their record dictates they should.
Yeah. And even in things like fantasy football, every year, man, someone falls for Jamal. I've been doing this for 6 years. The man can't put a full season together. He's not durable. He's another guy. He gets so much press. Oh, he's such a great running back, and this and that. And as someone who's had to follow every player in the league for the last 6 years, the man can't stay healthy and puts together a good game every once in a while. And he just gets so much love, and his stats do not dictate he should be getting that much love, just like his team.
I don't know. And this is one of the reasons I have an issue with ESPN, is I think ESPN does really look at a team's fan base, and that decides if they're not winning or they're not tanking spectacularly. 2008 Lions. I think ESPN looks at the team's fan base and how ravenous they are and decides how much they're going to cover them based on that.
Yeah, you can think about it, Kansas City. That's probably the football team for the middle of the country.
Exactly. Who else you got out there? You got the Royals.
You got the Royals. Yeah, you got the Chiefs. You got the Blues. You got the Cardinals.
And I'll be the first to admit that you go out to St. Louis and Blues fans who are Blues fans
Thunder
are very. They're they really, really are fans. But it's also a very niche sport out there in St. Louis. It's not like here in Detroit where you could make an argument that hockey is just as popular as baseball. Maybe not so much in the last 5, 6, 7 years, but you get what I'm saying. But yeah,
hey man, it's still popular in Detroit. You know how I know? By how many tickets they throw at us. There's only been a couple seasons where they were throwing tickets at us.
Red Wings?
Yeah, I've worked for that company for 12 years, man. There's only been a couple seasons where we're like, hey guys, here's some hockey tickets. But they've not been throwing hockey tickets our way, so must still be a good ticket.
I tend to get thrown baseball tickets more than hockey tickets, but I just attribute that to how many fucking games there is in a baseball season and people with a full season package. I don't know how people with full season packages go to every game. I know there's people that do it, and I want to know what type of job they work. They must work from home. They have to. They have to set their own hours. There's no way you could go to every game and work a steady 9 to 5.
While we're talking about full seasons, I'm going to sidetrack the discussion here, but I had this thought the other day. Is baseball just gilding the lily? Because if you think about it, their pro to the end of their playoffs, their championship is what? 6.5 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hockey, you go from October to June, okay? So that's 9 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
NBA, you're going November to July, basically, middle of June. That's like 7.5 months. Football, shit, September to January or February.
Yeah.
Okay. Baseball is the shortest. Baseball is the shortest time frame, month-wise, yet the most games. Can they maybe cut that in half?
Oh, dude.
NBA seems to get 82 games in 7.5, or 82 plus games in 7.5 months. Same thing with hockey.
One, any traditionalist is going to scream if that happens.
Can someone just kick their speaker right now?
Number two, the grind of baseball, the daily, being able to follow it on a day-to-day basis is what made it, quote-unquote, America's pastime. Because
But it's not anymore, dude. Football, you might both know football's king.
Oh, definitely.
Something that plays one game a week is king.
Well, that's also thanks to the rise of ESPN, shit like that. Cable news sports networks. Because they can make football a 24/7, 365-day-a-year sport. And, I mean, football has done an amazing job at marketing itself from 30 years ago to now with the draft and the combine. And the fact that they're attached to college football as their minor league system. They don't really have, they used to have, NFL Europe, which I guess could act like a minor league system. Canadian football leagues where careers go to die anymore. They don't really take off there.
Johnny Manziel coming soon.
Arena football, that's really, who's made it out of arena football? Warner. That's it. And that was, Kurt Warner might be proof that there is a omnipotent force somewhere. Because that is not a guy that should have made it.
Well, yeah, isn't that his whole story when he won his Super Bowl? Wasn't he bagging groceries like 3 years before he won the Super Bowl or some shit like that?
Yeah, he was working midnight stock at a grocery store.
Yeah.
It's fucking insanity. But I would make the argument that America's pastime is not the number one sport. It's just something that's there every day. Like, I used to work with a guy who every day, whenever he worked day shift, if a Tigers game was on, the radio was on. And I'm not going to say he listened intently to every fucking call and every play, but it was like, okay, summer's here, turn the radio on, it's time to listen to baseball. It was just cookies and milk.
That thing has to go away. They could cut it in half.
I don't know. The grind is what gives it, to me, the grind is what gives it its uniqueness among any sport. That was one of my beefs with football when I was a kid. And as I've said more than a few times here, growing up, for whatever reason, my family gravitated more towards college football than pro football. And as a kid, you tend to parrot what you're told. And so I parroted a lot of the same shit that I had heard, which was, pro football, a bunch of prima donnas, and college football, they're doing it for the love of the game and this and this. And I mean, which really, when you boil it down, it's a bunch of bullshit. But, you get told that from like 5-6 years old. That's what you grow up believing. I don't know. It's just the nature of the sport. I don't think it would mean as much. And I think it would. It definitely. Think about it, man. You got, except for a handful of players, baseball has been around for over 100 years, and I mean, at least the National League has. And like 50 home runs was ungodly for those games. So I mean, what's that tell you? The stats would be cut, and it would just. Anyone looking at the record before they cut the season to when they cut the season would go, what the fuck happened to all the stats, Fast forward 70 years, and people are going to look back and go, why'd they do that?
Yeah, it was just a thought I had. I was, a lot of driving out in the Pacific Northwest. you have these thoughts.
Also, I think what it really... I truly and honestly, I think this is why they play so many games. Because the owners know that they can get people to come out to them. And up until, maybe 50 years ago, what the fuck were they using a baseball stadium for? Maybe a football team, and that was it.
Clan rallies.
I mean, they weren't having 50, 60 years ago. It was unusual when the Beatles played Candlestick Park.
That's true. Yeah, it was a sticky thing.
And now every summer, spring, fall, there's always, it seems like, at least a handful of concerts at Comerica Park here in Detroit that are a big deal. And it's almost become like, okay, so the Tigers have a 2-week road trip. What can we book in here now? But, when the game started out, it wasn't like that. Also, these stadiums didn't hold 40,000 people back in the day. I mean, they just didn't. If you go back, if you got the balls to go back and watch all of Ken Burns baseball, and you look at a lot of the
like Rich has twice,
yes, and you go like inning 1, 2, 3, 4, as far as how it's broke up, and you look at the photographs and the old video they have. A lot of times, it's just like it's people down the first and third base line, and then just like people hanging over a fence in the outfield, and they weren't paying. Those were just people that were just boosting their kids up so they could see over a wooden fence. So, I don't know.
Yeah, this is a thought.
If let me
they're not all winners. I'm the one who thought LeBron should go out on top. That's not happening because he committed the other day. Put on Twitter like he does with everything. Is there anything he doesn't put on Twitter?
Well, he's now the highest paid player in the league for the first time in his career.
Wow, really? For him, that's...
Yeah, I heard that stat, I guess you'd call it, and was like, wow. And I kind of have a little bit more respect for the guy because he was...
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of admirable. It's taken him 12 years to become the highest paid player.
And he was deferring some of his salary so he could get... the team had more money to spend on other players, which were...
We had to in Miami to put that group together.
Well, yeah. And regardless of what someone like Charles Barkley says and all that shit, I respect the guys that get together and go, look, the game has changed. It's not what it was back in the fucking day. And we can get together and put together a powerhouse team, but we can't be balling like, we can't have to walk in and demand max contracts for all of us. We're going to have to sacrifice in the money if we want those championships. So what do you play the game for? Do you want to be on cribs twice a year? Or do you want to fucking have some hardware?
You want to be in the history books.
Yeah. So I have beef with Barkley saying, well, when I was playing, it's not like we'd call up each other and say, let's just get a team going and just smash the rest of the league and blah, blah, blah. Well, the league wasn't built like that. All right?
No, when you played Charles, your owners did that.
Yeah, exactly. But that's neither here nor there. Oh, did you hear about... I can't remember. Did we talk about Tebow wanting to go into baseball now?
No.
Okay,
our Lord and Savior, Tim Tebow?
Tebow Christ? Yeah, he said he tried out for the Dodgers before the preseason. And that cracked me up. I'm like, okay, so you tried out for the Dodgers. All right. And apparently he's working out for tryouts with any team that'll have him now.
Let's say try out with a team that needs people. Go try out for the fucking Padres. like
the Brewers.
Yeah. Hey, heard there's an opening down in Texas.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, what's funny is I was watching on Facebook. I saw a little thing that got posted by FS1 where Jason Whitlock apparently Tebow is not only working out and preparing for tryouts with teams. He's signing baseball memorabilia already and selling it. And so Jason Whitlock, he comes out.
He's such a nice guy, but what a douchebag.
He comes out and he goes, this is the quote. And I love this quote because it pissed off a lot of people, but I don't give a shit because I think it's an accurate quote. He said, Tebow's a lot like a lot of church people. He puts a collection plate out looking for money wherever he can get it. And I was like,
yeah.
All right, then.
Yeah.
And I think in the expanded quote, which I can't remember off the top of my head, he also compared them somehow to the Kardashians. So, but I just think it's funny because I'm like, what the fuck are you signing baseball memorabilia for? You haven't even signed a minor league contract.
Here, hold on to this. This will be worth nothing. Hold on to this, kid.
You remember the show Punk'd?
Yeah.
Remember when they punked Dirk Nowitzki and they had the kid come up with like a bunch of different like he goes, oh, hey, are you Dirk Nowitzki? And he's like, yeah. He's like, would you sign this napkin for me? Oh, yeah. And then they acted like the kid went to the sporting goods store and came back with like hockey equipment and shit. He's like, "Did you sign this? Did you sign this?" It's like it was a joke, and now you got this idiot. I mean, people are buying it, so who am I to call him an idiot? But
do you want to see something super cool that only 3 people have ever seen in their lifetimes? Okay, open your eyes.
Whoa.
See that black smudge right there on the blade?
Yeah?
Look at it closely. Pretty recognizable signature.
No.
Randy Jackson from American Idol.
Why do you have Randy Jackson's autograph on a martial arts weapon?
Because I bumped into him and all I had on me was this samurai sword, and you're not gonna not get Randy Jackson's autograph, right?
I would have done the exact same thing.
so, yeah.
Bumped into Tim Tebow, and all I had was his baseball.
But yeah, I just think it's funny that he's sitting there like Pete Rose behind a fucking table with a bunch of baseballs and bats.
You don't play baseball.
Signing them, and then turning around and selling them.
Like, dude, I got a football you could sign.
Oh, man. You know.
I hope someone did do that to him. I hope someone came up to him and said, "You're a fucking football player. Sign this football."
Oh, good times, good times. And here's the thing. Do you really believe that man's hurting for money?
No.
Unless he's got like some crazy go to Taiwan and fuck underage tranny habit that we don't know about.
Oh, religious people always got something like that in their closet, man.
But I mean, he pretty much keeps his nose clean, and in today's society, that's really hard to do, especially when, look, I don't have any beef with him being religious. I think he wears it on his sleeve, and so when you put it out there, you get what you're asking for. That's what I say. All right, when you make a big deal about praying, and that's part of your fucking marketing strategy, you're getting what you're putting it out there. You're asking for it. I also think for the most part, he's gotten thrown some softballs from people because people really haven't gone after him. But I guarantee you, there's a very small group of people who hate the man, like the angry atheist type people who are they might as well be evangelical atheists knocking on your door at 8:30 right after the fucking Jehovah's Witnesses leave to convince you there is no God. And I guarantee they've tried to dig up some shit on him. And the fact that they haven't, maybe he does keep his nose fairly clean. So I'd have to think that unless he has outrageous spending habits, he's not hurting for money.
Man, let's see. What could be the skeleton in Tim Tebow's closet? Not little kids.
No,
he doesn't give out the little kids vibe. There hasn't been enough crazy erratic stories for booze or pills.
I would say he's gay.
Oh, there we go.
The reason I say that
look at him. That's what I say. No. Look at him.
All right, calm down, because you're telling me that you got strong gaydar, and usually that means gay people tend to sense their own. So you're kind of like, are you telling me something here? Because it's cool.
No, but I'm saying I'm just saying I've seen pictures of the guy. I've seen him on TV. I've seen him. If you told me he was gay, I would not think that's a bridge too far.
No, I got you. The reason I say that is because I guess he dated some Miss whatever, and they actually broke up because he wouldn't have sex with her because it was against his religion. And she went public with it and was like, let's be honest here. I'm sure there are a lot of Christians that stick to the no premarital sex thing, but I'm sure we've both known some Christians, Catholics, whatever they want to call themselves.
She's just like, look at me. Let's be honest here.
That didn't stick with it, So, yeah.
Dude, I was in a Christian youth group in high school, and everyone was fucking each other.
Exactly. See, I was never in that shit, but I had friends that were, and male or female, they were the biggest whores I knew.
Oh, for sure, dude.
Because the net they cast was very wide. I mean, very wide. They weren't picky, male or female. So before someone goes, oh, he's slut-shaming. No, I'm just calling it I'm just telling you what happened. If a fact bothers you, then I don't know, start your own youth group and start preaching against premarital sex even more than they already do.
If you sit there with a group of teenagers and tell them, don't drink, do drugs, or fuck each other, that's all they're going to do is those three things.
Well, that's all, because, it's like the old Sam Kinison joke. Adam and Eve are in the garden, and God's like, so how you guys liking it? And they're like, this is wonderful. This is great. God goes, well, I got one rule. You can have every tree, but that one over there. And then they were like, we didn't even want it till you told us we couldn't have it.
Now that's all we want.
Yeah.
I want to eat that tree breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Of course, he was comparing it to anal sex, how guys don't want it. If a woman tells them they can't have it, he's like, so, you ever, and then of course he goes, you ever notice at the beginning of the Bible's a lot like fucking a chick in the ass? I was like,
wow.
That's a brilliant way to put it. I mean, it is. Like, you don't even really think about it until she goes, you can have this, and these, and this, but you can't touch that. And you're like,
that's what I want.
Now that's all I'm going to think about.
Yeah.
Now she's going to log in, behind you on your computer, and it's going to be nothing but anal porn.
Yes, and search history is going to be nothing but various types of anal.
Anal gangbang 89.
Oh, new band name, shit. I call it various types of anal. So Tim Tebow's gay. That's what we're coming. That's our conclusion. That's skeleton in his closet.
Look, if someone stuck a gun to my head and said, "Give me odds on what his deep dark secret is," tell me, or I'm gonna blow your head off, because this is all alleged. God knows we don't need anybody. We don't need that type of press. I'd probably say maybe he could be gay. I mean, all I know is that my gay friends probably wouldn't turn him down. Just gonna go ahead and say that. Just gonna go ahead and say that.
Unless they're a beauty pageant winner with tits.
Yeah, there's that.
In an icky vagina.
Oh shit! All right, so what else we got here on the?
Anyone get arrested today?
No, as far as I know, dude, it's been pretty quiet on the athletes fucking up.
The calm before the storm.
I did hear something about an American synchronized diving team. These two women who are a synchronized diving team. One of them ran into some rower or I don't know. It's not called rowing; it's called crewing or whatever the fuck it's called, and locked her partner out of their hotel room so she could have an all-night scrump session right before the day before they were supposed to fucking compete for gold medal.
From the Daily Mail, Brazil's synchronized diving pair.
Oh, it was Brazil's. It wasn't the U.S. Okay.
She's more interested in her bottom than diving. The swimmer who banished synchro partner for marathon of sex with canoeist was in trouble before after posting sexy bikini selfie. So.
All I have to say.
Oh, man. Hell yeah. I'd nail this chick all night. Have you seen a picture of her?
Maybe I haven't, because I thought it was an American synchronized diving. So
through the magic of the internet.
What's her name here?
I'm gonna send you this. Name's Ingrid something. There you go.
Let's see here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I scrolled down to the second pic where she's sitting on the platform. Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's sitting on a platform. Let's see this. Oh, come on, get in the goddamn pinwheel. There we go. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, baby.
Hey.
Yeah, she got some. She's tight in the turbine, but she's loose in the flaps.
Oh, is this the dude she was banging?
Yeah,
this guy.
Yeah,
I mean, they're both pretty people. Let's not lie.
Well, yeah.
He looks like he was fucking made in the same
sculpted,
made in the same test tube and boardroom that Zac Efron was made in.
Yeah, he does have that generic pretty white boy shit.
Wow, look at more of these. Look at this chick.
I'm telling you, dude. Look, okay, but
she's like, get out! I want to fuck before a competition.
That's the thing. Look, this is what you have to do. You have to look at the guy and go, look, dude, you're an athlete. I'm an athlete. We've both been working all our lives towards this. I swear to God, I'm gonna fuck you in half as soon as I win my gold medal. But you got to go for. I can't be tonight. It cannot. Me and my partner need to get a good night's sleep, and I can't piss away. I have to imagine she thought, can this dick be worth pissing away a lifetime's worth of work?
Ingrid Oliveira. Dude, maybe he's got a 15-inch cock.
I don't care.
She apparently did.
I'm a guy, okay? And if she showed up at my doorstep before the most important night...
All right, Rich, here we go. Aubrey Plaza shows up.
Oh, I'll see you tomorrow, sweetheart.
What?
If Jennifer Connelly showed up in her prime, I'm talking like...
Jennifer Connelly and Aubrey Plaza show up and want to have a dick-sucking contest with you as the judge.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to do what John Travolta did in Pulp Fiction. I'm going to go to the bathroom and go, you're going to go out there, you're going to say goodnight, you're going to go home, you're going to jerk off, and that's all you're going to do. Because, dude, I can't fuck up a lifetime of work. I can't do it. I mean, you're talking to a guy that when we would have a big show coming up for us, I might do like a band shot before we got on stage just because that's what it was like a tradition. But I wasn't drinking, I wasn't smoking, I wasn't snorting nothing, I wasn't popping any pills. Fuck no. Fuck no. Because I know me. Once I start, especially playing a show, I'm not going to want to stop because I got that adrenaline buildup.
These are the zone for me was 4 beers, 2 joints. That's magic time. I was like, let's play.
Don't get me wrong. You know, I have done it. But if it was a big show and we had to nail it, I'm better running off of nervous energy than I am running off of a buzz. I just know that about myself. There was other people in the band. The drummer, if he wasn't high or buzzed or something, he was horrible. Every drummer I played with plays better when they're drunk. I don't understand it, but...
Oh, yeah, our drummer had to have at least a 6-pack in him before he went on stage. But, so I don't know, you think Vivid's going to come calling for this chick? Like, hey, you like fucking? Let's pay you for fucking.
Well, they came for Draymond Green. That's what we were going to talk about. That was what I said.
Oh, Draymond Green?
Look at his dick. I told you. I told you his story. That was when Rich was drinking. You can tell. You just listen to it. You hear it in my voice. That mic would have blown drunk after I said that. God damn it, you threw me off. I told you his story had legs, and I knew something was going to happen. And Vivid, I guess, has offered him money to be in a porno.
What?
So, I mean, dude,
Hey, this basketball thing doesn't work out. No, get a side hustle. Dude, no way. The NBA, there's no way he would be allowed to. There's got to be a morals clause or something like that.
Yeah, Draymond Green gets only 100,000 offer. Wow, that just proves that men in porn don't make shit compared to women because didn't they offer like $1 million to some wrestler chick? No, not China. Shit. Oh, one of them 16 and pregnant or whatever, teen mom chicks. She ended up doing some backdoor anal porn or something.
Some dumb cunt.
And I think she ended up getting like, maybe the offer was $1 million, but really she ended up getting less. I don't know. Anyways, first of all, okay, guys, we got to have a talk. The dick pics have to stop. Unless you are asked.
What if they're requested?
If you are asked specifically for a picture of your dick, that's fine. And take a fresh one. Don't keep one.
Don't have a stock photo of your dick.
No. Okay. Because eventually you're going to get drunk, high, or not be paying attention and send that shit to the wrong person. And it's just not worth it. And maybe I want to say maybe 10% of the women that I've talked to about getting dick pics were like, yeah, I like it. And I'm like, wow, you just a freak then. Most of them are like, no, if I didn't ask for it, I don't want to fucking see that shit. And I'm just like, okay. And then, especially if you're uncut or you got over circumcised or some shit, don't be sending the shit. If you got a mangled dick, don't be putting it out there for people to see.
Rich
you're gonna talk
only wants aesthetically pleasing dick pics, for the record.
Telling you, I worked with a bunch of fresh out of high school, right into their first year community college or state college or whatever the fuck, local, bunch of girls like that for years and years and years. And at least once every couple weeks, one of them would get an unsolicited dick pic, and out would come the phones, and here would come the stories. And it was, look at Pee-wee over here. Look at him trying to take a picture from the bottom, make it look bigger. Look at him pulling the skin back around the base of his shit. And I'm like, damn.
Y'all are merciless.
They know all the tricks. That's how many, they don't have a dick, but they've seen so many dick pics, they know all the tricks. What's that tell you? You are just one in a pile of dicks being thrown at them. And they don't care. They don't. You know what? You want to get them off? Send them a picture of your bank statement.
So, your diploma, your master's degree.
Yes. Send them a picture of an ATM receipt with like at least 4 zeros in it.
A picture of the deed to the house you own.
Before the decimal point, you cheap, dumb fucks. Okay, so, yeah, that's going to impress them more because even like, okay, I'm not going to put him on blast, but a buddy of mine's wife is a retired adult entertainer, we'll put it that way, and the nature of the business
Well, I should do MILF porn, right?
I wouldn't pay to see it, but that's just me. I mean, maybe someone would.
Oh.
Yeah, not my type. Not my type. Anyways, the nature of her business is, you know, she had a stage name and then her real name. Well, you got creepers out there who, because they have the internet at their fingertips, can hunt you down just based on a stage name. So if someone really wants to find you, they'll find you. She got so many unsolicited dick pics, her and her coworkers, that they started a Facebook private group.
Oh, God.
And
Is this
added,
a pile of dicks?
Yes. And added everyone they knew without asking them. And so literally I'm at work. I'd been running late that morning. I hadn't even looked at my phone. I get to work. I get my first break. Me and my buddy are sitting there outside smoking a cigarette. I'm scrolling through Facebook while he's talking. And there it is, 3.5 inches of angry blue steel staring me in the face. And I'm like, why is there a dick on my fucking timeline? Like, why is this in my feed? And I can tell you, it was jarring for an unsolicited dick pic to be in my Facebook feed, let alone getting an inbox full of them. So, guys, do yourself a favor. You're not impressing them. You're really not. 9 times out of 10, they're goofing on you and laughing at you. Even the huge I'm talking the Mandingo motherfuckers down to their knees. They were like, look at that nasty shit between his legs. Who the fuck would want that? Be up in your throat. He can't even bury it to the base. Blah, blah, blah. I want to see your wiener. Exactly. They're going to find a reason to talk shit about you. So unless you are just, like, your IQ is Forrest Gump land and you have supreme confidence in yourself and don't mind being the butt of many jokes, don't send the fucking pictures. It's just not going to work out. And Draymond Green, come on, dude. Really? I know
he tried to come out with the heck shit, too.
By the way, nice penis.
You know, really, dude, you're Draymond Green. You gotta send dick pics? Like, Elliot Wiener had at least kept his underwear on over his fucking hard-on. What the fuck are you thinking? Like, seriously, dude.
Here you go, big black dick. Wham! All up in your Snapchat.
What was that, they said in TED 2? If you're never more than 5 clicks away from black cock on the internet. You know, apparently it's the truth. God. So, listen, my darker brothers, stop it. Because you're not, look, I understand. You're proud of your shit. On average, yeah, you're bigger. Here's the deal. No one's impressed. We've all seen dog fart for the last 20 years, okay? You still ain't, most of you ain't measuring up to them motherfuckers. Right? I have dated a woman who started looking on her phone at porn and was sitting next to me and went, oh, hell no. Can you imagine fucking that? And showed me a picture of a dude who had to be at least 15 inches. And I was like, no. Why would you even ask me this?
Hey, no. You enjoy the big dick. I'll enjoy being white.
I'm like, I can't imagine fucking that. No. Would I like to have that? Sure. But I also know my dick would be like Mount St. Helens. The only reason people would want to have anything to do with it is just so they could say they did.
Your dick would be a tourist attraction.
Yeah.
you charge admission. You'd have you must be this tall to ride. All the jokes.
How cavernous of a fucking crotch does a chick have to come back for a retap from a guy that's like that? I mean, seriously, dude, we normal guys can go spelunking in her shit. I mean, dude, so she's already pretty much, I mean, I guess if your dick's that if your dick looked like Usain Bolt's fucking leg, I guess, yeah, you need a cavernous fucking
nice penis
crotch, but still, it's just, yeah, I don't know. The dick pics have got to stop. It's out of control. No one wants to see that shit. And this has got me thinking. Maybe there's a bunch of fucking, maybe these millennials are really like as bisexual as they want to come off on Tumblr. Because what guy did you know growing up that was that comfortable whipping his dick out that was straight?
Not much, and the guys that did, I always question them like, dude, you like taking your Johnson out in the presence of dudes a little too much.
Exactly. Like, the friends I had growing up who would be the first to whip it out, surprise, surprise, when we got older, turns out they're the ones that were fucking bi. Shocking, I know. But, sorry, Chris, most of them went to Catholic school of some sort. But it's just, I mean, come on.
Well, you did accuse me of liking Tim Tebow a little too much earlier.
Catholic school, you haven't whipped your dick out in front of me yet. You know, I'm just saying. You
threw in there yet.
Hey, just because I don't drink doesn't mean you don't drink anymore. Shit. I don't know.
I'm going to Skype my cock to you. Hey, turn on the video chat for a minute.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, did I click chat roulette? How the fuck am I? Yeah. What is this?
Why is there a guy masturbating?
Oh, God. But, yeah, that was, when I heard that he got an offer from Vivid, I was like, wow, that's pretty fucking funny. I mean, let's be honest. All Vivid was doing was just getting free. Like, they need the advertisement. Look at his dick! Porn. Porn.
One of the greatest drops ever.
Porn is like drugs. There's never, like Chris Rock said, there's never been a drug dealer sitting in a house going, how am I going to get rid of all this crack?
Exactly.
There's never been a porn studio that produces porn that's like, how are we going to get people to look at these pictures, I mean, these movies we made? Like, so I don't understand why Vivid is, like, maybe they're the Larry Flint thing, like no publicity is bad publicity type thing. I don't know, but like why even offer? Because you know he ain't going to do it. Even though,
yeah, it's to get their name in the news, really. But we're talking about it, so.
You said, well, yeah. You said that there had to be some sort of like clause or something in the contracts, right?
There's no way the NBA would let, hey, in the off-season, I'm going to do porn. There's got to be something in their contract that's like, no, you're not.
All right. Now, this is before, I can't remember the player's name. I remember a local sports talk show was talking about it. But this was after he had announced he was going to the draft, but before he'd been drafted. He actually had pictures in bed. Now, they weren't explicit pictures, but, I mean, you could tell that they either were going to fuck or had just got done fucking. Him and this porn chick named Lisa Ann were in bed together, naked, under the sheets, taking pictures.
Who is this?
I cannot remember. It came up on...
what was her name?
Lisa Ann.
Lisa Ann, and she was an NBA player?
I think he was a college basketball player at that point.
I'll type in basketball player.
Like I said, I think it was post. He had announced he was going to the draft, but he hadn't been drafted yet.
And it's a picture? Because she's talking about, there's a bunch of articles talking about why she prefers to fuck NBA players.
Yeah, hold on a sec. Yeah, this is the chick that played Sarah Palin in that parody porn of like the 2008 election.
Nailin' Palin?
Yes, that was it.
Hey, Draymond's picture comes up with so Steph Curry.
You know what, dude? Maybe I mean, it's the internet. Everything's forever, but maybe they were talking about alleged pictures because, yeah, I'm coming up on the same thing you are. I'm coming up with just interviews and comments about it, but I'm not seeing any pictures of it. So, whoops, I guess I was wrong.
Oh, hey, no, wait, no. Porn star Lisa Ann hangs out with another college athlete. Sun Times. Lisa Ann on sleeping with Notre Dame wide receiver Justin Brent.
That was it. Not
even
basketball. It was, yeah, that was it.
I typed in college basketball player and Lisa Ann. Into the Google on the internet machine. Lisa Ann takes 19-year-old Notre Dame wide receiver to Knicks game, sex town. Here, let me send this to you.
Oh, shit.
I wish Facebook could have just like a little fucking like thing in the corner where I could keep the messenger. It's all I really use Facebook for anymore. Not to entertain me when I'm drunk on airplanes.
The troll?
Yeah.
I have to admit, I'm shocked at the amount of Twitter trolling. Because, well, I mean, I guess you could always have a fake name in your account. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, it's just still... They're putting themselves out there a lot more than I'd expect to be willing to. All right, here's the
Deadspin managed to snag a photo of the two cuddling post-coitus.
There you go. That's the picture I just sent you, yeah.
From an unidentified source. You can click on
obviously one of them holding up the phone. Come on now. Unidentified. Oh, probably obtained from an unidentified source. I got it.
Meaning one of them?
Yeah. It's not like that's a professional photographer picture.
Yeah, and he's like, fuck yeah, I just nailed a porn star. What'd you do today?
I just boldly went where so many men have gone before.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to get checked after this. How about you? What'd you do tonight?
Good times, good times. But still, Taking it back to what we were talking about originally, I maintain.
Yeah, how did we get here?
Stop with the unsolicited dick pics. Just
back around to dicks.
if they ask for them, send it. I mean, do whatever you want to do. Send it hard, fluff it, send it soft, whatever. But if they
start
don't
sending other people's dicks.
And
Ask me for a dick pic. I'll find like the biggest, blackest cock and send it. Like,
well, that's the
you
other
didn't
thing.
say mine.
I was working with a chick, and she's like, "Oh, there's no way this is his dick." So that means he actually went trolling through pictures of dick looking for one that he wished was his and sent it to me.
Hey, if Mandy ever asks me for a dick pic, I'm gonna find someone else's dick and send it to her.
And of course, my question was, "How do you know that's not his shit?" And she goes, "He's got small hands and feet. It's too big." I'm like, how scientific.
Do you want? Shall we question about how you're such an expert?
Yeah, you know. Oh, Christ.
How many have you seen?
Well, I mean, what?
But then isn't that now a shaming argument?
Everything is.
What's tomorrow? That's unregimented, which is, by the time this is posted, unregimented at iTunes, ChristopherMedia.net, at Unregimented Pond on Twitter. Yeah, it'll be up.
But yeah, I was thinking, like, this isn't even some new shit with athletes. Didn't Favre get busted sending dick pics?
Oh, yeah, he was sending them to that Jen Starger chick.
I remember ESPN covering the story, and it was like, maybe it was like 1st and 10 or something. Anyways, there was a female moderator, and everybody argued about it and yelled at each other because that's what those shows are anymore. And when she was wrapping it up, she was like, well, all I know is if that was really him, he didn't have much to be proud of.
Good.
Anyways, and I was like, oh, wow, dude, you just got your dick size slammed on ESPN, homie.
Dude, I typed in "show me your dick" into Google. There is "show me your dick" or showyourdick.org. There's a Tumblr page
for the government workers.
It's called "Show Me Your Dick." A couple Tumblr pages, the rest is Tumblr pages with "show your dick," but there is showyourdick.org. My God, for some reason, I want to click on this. I just have to. It's compelling. Dude, it's about to. No. Okay, Jesus. Okay, all right. It's exactly what it. Okay, that was probably the quickest back click in history.
It's exactly what was advertised.
Oh,
shocking, right?
Yeah. Well, I was wondering if it's going to be like all cell phone shots, but no, it's clearly all dudes have gone around the net and photoshopped cropped, things from professional. Jesus. Stop it.
Stop it.
So basically, with your plea, should we start a petition to shut this website down?
No, I mean, because if you look, hey, I'm not in for censoring shit. I mean, if you seek out dick, you should be able to get dick. I mean, it's a free world.
I've got like my hands up because some of these captions are hilarious. Recently submitted normal dicks archive. Wait. This is probably the greatest thing ever, and I'm clicking on it. It says "go to cunts."
Jesus Christ.
Oh, this is as advertised. Recently submitted pussies archives. And then where "go to cunts" was, it says "go to dicks." Oh, this is one of those cases where this is the best we could do with the internet. This is our best offering. It's kind of like with Donald Trump. This is the best we could do.
Apparently.
So I feel right now, it's like, this is one of those things where I'm like, has the internet been the greatest idea ever?
Oh, man.
I mean, I don't know on this one if that's cum or is that a tampon string. This one looks like a set of wax lips.
This one has me thinking Arby's.
Yeah. It's just a bunch of vaginas. Like, literally just vaginas. I haven't seen a face yet. Wow, dude.
All right, so on that note, should we wrap it up?
Yeah, I don't think we can do better than that. I don't think it gets better than nothing but muff.
Oh, Christ.
Wow. So, yeah, thanks to everyone who's downloaded on iTunes at ChristopherMedia.net. at Sporgy Podcast on Twitter, at Sporgy_podcast on Instagram. We made it a lot longer than at Sporgy. They don't think we're porn anymore.
Whatever. All right. I'm not even going to
because orgy is the name. Dude, I'm telling you, we still get, if you log into the Twitter, we get all kinds of shout outs of porn things like in our tweets. It's great. It's always some porn bot liking our tweet. I'm like, whatever. They're keying on the word orgy. I don't give a shit. They got followers.
All right, whatever. Oh, shit.
Well, thanks for listening, and we will catch you next week.
All right, later, guys.
If you enjoy this show and want more people to know about it, head on over to iTunes, leave a comment, and rate it 5 stars. Make sure you like and share us on Facebook, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter. Just search for Christopher Media. Thank you in advance for supporting Christopher Media by clicking on the PayPal button and by clicking through to all the sponsors who support ChristopherMedia.net. Most importantly, we would like to take the time to extend an extra special thanks to you. Christopher Media could not exist without your support. Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net, and thank you for listening. Christopher Media. Let's make some noise. Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.
Look in your home. Look in your office. Look in your home office. Everywhere you turn, there's so much smart. At Capella University, we think education should be smart too. Our game-changing FlexPath format puts you in control of your master's degree, so you can learn how, when, and where you want. Smart, huh? Yeah, we think so too. So if you want to take the next step in your career, make Capella your first step. Visit capella.edu to learn more. Capella University. Don't just learn smarter.
Me, but also you. The Pharaoh fast-forwards his favorite foreign film, Powder Donut. Okay, what's my line?
The only line I see here on the script is get options based on your budget with the name your price tool from Progressive.
Oh man, that's a tongue twister, huh? I'm sorry, I'm gonna need a few more minutes. Bulbous Walrus, the Bulbous Walrus.
The name your price tool, only from Progressive.
The owl ran afoul of the comatose coxswain.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.